Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Business English Desk. I'm Laura.
And I'm Jamie. And okay, today's topic, this one is so satisfying. Like genuinely, once something clicks in your brain today, it's going to change how you see an entire family of expressions forever.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is. But seriously, before we dive in, listen to this.
Go ahead.
They called off the meeting. She turned off the lights. He dropped off the package. The investment finally paid off. The call got cut off. He's always showing off.
6 completely different situations, but one word appears in all of them. The word is off. And here's the key that unlocks all of them.
Today, you'll notice that off gives the idea of separating, stopping, removing, or completing something. And once you understand that pattern, these phrasal verbs become so much easier to remember and to use.
So today we're covering call off, turn off, drop off, pay off, cut off, and show off. 6 expressions, 1 powerful pattern. Let's get into it. Call off. So if you think about the pattern we just mentioned, off gives the idea of stopping something or separating from it, and call off is a perfect example of that.
So the core meaning of call off is to cancel something that was planned, like you had something arranged, and you stop it, you separate from it, you call it off. Like they called off the meeting, meaning the meeting was planned, it was on the schedule, and then someone decided it wasn't happening anymore. They called it off.
And this is used constantly in professional settings, like the presentation has been called off, or can we call off the conference call for today? Meaning cancel it, remove it from the plan, call it off.
And call off is also used in personal situations, like she called off the wedding. And that phrase carries so much weight, doesn't it? Like calling off a wedding is one of the most emotionally loaded uses of this expression.
It really is. Like, calling off a wedding isn't just canceling an event, it's ending a whole future that 2 people had been planning together. And the phrase is so small for something so enormous.
And call off also works in a slightly different but really important way, like calling off a search or an attack or a strike. Like the search was called off after 3 days, meaning they stopped looking, they ended the search, they called it off.
Or the workers called off the strike, meaning they decided not to go ahead with it. They withdrew. They called it off.
And in sports, call off comes up constantly, like the match was called off due to heavy rain, meaning it was canceled, it couldn't continue, it was called off.
And notice how in every case, off is doing exactly what we said. It's stopping something, separating from a plan, removing something that was supposed to happen. The off is the cancellation energy.
And the phrase call it off is really common too. Like, I think we should just call it off, meaning let's cancel this, let's stop pursuing it, let's call it off. And you'll hear this in relationships, in business deals, in project discussions, any situation where someone decides to stop something already in motion.
And called off as a past tense is really useful in storytelling. Like, we had this whole trip planned, and then it got called off at the last minute. That's such a relatable and disappointing experience, like putting energy and excitement into something and then watching it get called off.
So call off means to cancel something planned. Works for meetings, events, weddings, searches, matches, strikes, and business deals. And the off represents stopping and separating from a plan.
Okay, expression 2, turn off. And again, if you think about the off pattern, stopping, removing, separating, turn off is one of the clearest examples of that idea. So the most literal, most everyday meaning of turn off is to stop something from operating, like stopping the flow of power or energy or water. Turn off the light, turn off the TV, turn off the tap, turn off the engine. All of these are about stopping something that was on and making it off.
And we use this so many times a day without even thinking. Like, can you turn off the air conditioning? It's freezing in here. Or, I forgot to turn off the oven. That second one is one of the most anxiety-inducing realizations a person can have halfway to work.
That moment when you're already 20 minutes away and you suddenly think, did I turn off the oven?
And you'll never know for sure until you go back or just spend the whole day stressed about it.
Every time. And turn off also has a really important figurative meaning, like when something makes you lose interest or makes you feel repelled or uncomfortable. Like, his attitude really turns me off. Meaning it repels me, it makes me not interested. It removes my attraction or enthusiasm.
And this figurative meaning is used constantly in everyday conversations. Like, the price completely turned me off. Meaning, once I saw the price, my interest disappeared, like a switch being flipped to off.
And turn off, as one word, is the noun form. Like, that's such a turn-off. Meaning that thing completely removes my interest or attraction. That's a turn-off.
And turn off also literally means an exit on a highway. Like, take the next turnoff and then go straight, meaning the place you turn off the main road onto a smaller one, the turnoff.
And in professional contexts, turn off comes up in really practical ways. Like, please make sure all equipment is turned off before you leave. Or the system automatically turns off after 30 minutes of inactivity, like the stopping function, the off function being activated.
And there's a version that's really useful in emotional contexts, like, I just turned off my feelings for him at some point, meaning I stopped feeling. I separated myself emotionally from that connection. I turned it off.
And that use is so vivid, like describing emotional detachment as a switch being turned off. It captures something really complex in a really simple image.
So, turn off means to stop something from operating, to cause someone to lose interest or attraction, and as a noun, an exit on a road or something that repels. The off is always about stopping or removing something.
Okay. Expression 3. Drop off. Now, this one has a few meanings, and they're all really common in everyday life.
So the first meaning of drop off is to deliver someone or something to a place and then leave. Like, can you drop me off at the station? Meaning, can you take me there in your car and then leave? You separate from me at that point. You drop me off.
And this is used constantly in everyday life. Like, I'll drop off the documents before noon. Or she dropped off the kids at school and then went to work. Like, deliver and depart. Drop and leave. Drop off.
And drop off has that off energy of separation. Like you're with something or someone and then you're not. You've delivered and departed. The connection is dropped. You're off.
And the place where things are delivered is often called the drop-off point or the drop-off location. Like, where's the drop-off for the parcels? That noun form with a hyphen is really common in logistics, in schools, in airports.
And drop-off also means to decrease or decline, like sales dropped off significantly in the third quarter, meaning they fell, they went down, they separated from the higher level, they dropped off.
Or interest in the project really dropped off after the announcement, meaning people stopped being interested. Enthusiasm fell away. It dropped off.
And that meaning is so common in business conversations, in marketing and performance reviews. Like anytime a number or a level of something falls noticeably, you can say it dropped off.
And there's a third meaning that's really human and really relatable, like when someone falls asleep unexpectedly or gradually. She dropped off during the movie, meaning she fell asleep gently without really meaning to. She dropped off.
That meaning is so warm. Like dropped off for falling asleep is so much gentler than just saying she fell asleep. It sounds like she just quietly slipped away into sleep.
Right. Like dropped off sounds peaceful, almost sweet. She fell asleep is fine, but dropped off has this quality of it happening slowly, naturally, without drama.
And we've all dropped off somewhere we shouldn't, like on the bus, in a meeting, watching a documentary that you were really interested in.
The documentary that starts so interesting and then 20 minutes in, you drop off every single time.
Every time. So drop off means to deliver and depart, to decrease or decline, and to fall asleep gradually. And the off represents separating from a place, from a level, or from consciousness.
Okay, expression 4, pay off. Now this one is really interesting because it connects to the completing idea that off carries.
So the first meaning of pay off is to complete a payment, like finishing something, paying the final amount, clearing a debt completely. Like, I finally paid off my student loan, meaning I made the last payment, the debt is done, it's complete, it's cleared, I paid it off.
And that feeling of paying something off completely is one of the most satisfying feelings in adult life. Like, we paid off the mortgage, meaning the house is ours completely. No more payments, no more debt. It's paid off.
And that off is doing exactly the completion work we described. Like the debt has been removed, it's been cleared, it's been taken off the table, it's paid off.
And payoff also has a figurative meaning that's really powerful and really common. Like when effort or sacrifice or patience produces a good result. Like all those late nights finally paid off. Meaning the hard work produced results. The investment of time and energy completed its purpose. It paid off.
And this version of payoff is so motivating, like your practice will pay off, or the investment paid off beyond anyone's expectations. Like there's this beautiful sense of reward after effort, when things pay off.
And we use this in so many conversations, like learning English every day will definitely pay off, or the years she put into her career really paid off, like sustained effort eventually completing into reward, paying off.
And pay off, as one word, is the noun, like the payoff was worth the wait, meaning the reward, the result, the completion of all that effort, the payoff.
And payoff can also be used in a slightly negative sense, like a bribe, like he accepted a payoff to keep quiet, meaning he was paid to separate himself from the truth, to stop talking, to be off from the situation.
And pay someone off, in that sense, means to bribe them into stopping something, like they paid off the official, meaning they gave him money to make a problem go away, to make him stop doing what he was doing.
So pay off means to clear a debt completely, to produce results from hard work or investment, or, as a noun, the reward or result of effort. And in its negative sense, to bribe someone into stopping something. Okay, expression 5, cut off. And this one is full of energy, like cut off is probably the most dramatic of today's 6 expressions. So the most literal meaning of cut off is to physically separate something by cutting. Like she cut off her hair, meaning she removed it, separated it from herself, cut it off, or cut off a piece of bread, like separate a piece, remove it from the whole, cut it off.
And that off is the separation energy at its most literal, like something that was connected is now separate. Cut off.
And cut off also means to interrupt someone or stop a connection abruptly. Like, he kept cutting me off in the middle of sentences, meaning he was interrupting, separating me from what I was saying, cutting me off.
And we've all experienced being cut off mid-sentence, and it's one of the most frustrating things in a conversation. Like you're halfway through a thought, and someone just cuts you off, and you lose your whole train of thought.
And the worst version is when they cut you off and then say something you were about to say anyway.
And then you can't even point it out because they already said it.
So frustrating. And cut off also means when a phone call or a connection is suddenly interrupted. Like, sorry, did you say something? I think we got cut off. Meaning the connection was interrupted. Suddenly, we were separated from the call. We got cut off.
And that's such a common experience. Like you're in the middle of an important call and suddenly, silence. You got cut off.
And cut off also means to isolate someone or remove their access to something. Like the storm cut off the village from the rest of the town, meaning it isolated it, separated it completely from everything around it. The village was cut off.
Or his family cut him off financially, meaning they stopped all financial support completely. They removed it. They cut it off.
And that version carries such weight. Like being cut off financially by your family is such a significant and painful moment in someone's life.
And in driving, cut off is really common. Like that car completely cut me off on the highway, meaning it moved in front of me suddenly, dangerously, separating me from the space I was in. It cut me off.
And cut off, as one word, means a deadline or a limit. Like, what's the cutoff date for applications? Meaning the final point after which nothing is accepted, the cutoff.
So cut off means to physically separate by cutting, to interrupt someone, to lose a phone connection, to isolate someone or a place, to stop financial support, and in driving, to move dangerously in front of someone. The off is always that energy of separation, removal, being disconnected.
Okay. Last expression, show off. And this one connects to the removing or revealing quality of off. Like you're showing something that was hidden. You're removing the cover and letting it be seen.
So show off means to display something or someone in a way that draws attention, usually because you're proud of it or because you want people to admire it. Like, he was showing off his new car to everyone at the party, meaning he was drawing attention to it, making sure everyone saw it, showing it off.
And show off can describe behavior that's a little boastful, like she's always showing off in meetings, meaning she's always doing things to draw attention to herself and her abilities, showing off.
And the word show off as a noun describes a person who does this constantly, like, he's such a show-off, meaning he always needs to be noticed. He always needs to display himself. He's a show-off.
And honestly, show-off isn't always negative. Like, sometimes it's completely understandable. Like, if you've worked really hard on something and you're proud of it, showing it off is just natural human behavior.
Right, like she showed off her painting at the exhibition. That's not annoying. That's pride. That's earned display. That's someone letting others see what they've made.
And the context tells you whether the showing off feels admirable or irritating. Like, if someone shows off something they genuinely worked hard for, that's usually pretty acceptable, maybe even inspiring.
But if someone constantly shows off everything they have or everything they can do in a way that puts others down or makes others feel less, that's when show-off becomes a real criticism.
And show off also just means to display something to its best advantage. Like, that lighting in that gallery really shows off the paintings, meaning it presents them in the best possible way, lets them be seen at their finest, shows them off.
Or that color really shows off your eyes, meaning it highlights them, it draws attention to them beautifully, it shows them off.
And this neutral or even positive version of show off is used in design, in fashion, in interior decorating, in photography. Anytime you want to say that something presents something else beautifully.
And show off connects beautifully to the off pattern. Like, off here is about removing something that was covering it, letting it be seen, revealing it, taking the cover off so people can see what's underneath.
So show off means to display something to draw attention, often boastfully. A show off is a person who does this. It can be negative when someone seeks attention unnecessarily, or neutral and positive when something presents something else beautifully. Okay, role play time? Yes. So the scenario is two friends, Maya and Tom, having coffee after a work event that didn't quite go as planned.
Perfect. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. I need to talk to someone about tonight because I can't believe what happened.
Tell me everything. What happened?
So, the client dinner we had planned for weeks?
Yes, the big one for the new contract.
They called it off 2 hours before. Just called it off like it was nothing.
No way. They called off the whole dinner?
The whole thing. No explanation, no apology, just we need to call off tonight's meeting. And that was it.
That's so disrespectful after everything you put into preparing for it.
I know. And then my phone got cut off right in the middle of trying to call the restaurant to cancel our reservation.
Of course it did, because why not add that to the evening?
Exactly. And then my internet got cut off too, so I couldn't even email them.
So you were just completely cut off from everyone?
Completely. Like the universe just decided to cut me off from all communication at the worst possible moment.
Okay, but here's the thing. All the work you put into preparing for that dinner is not wasted. It will pay off eventually.
You think so?
I know so. Like the research, the preparation, all of it will pay off when you finally get in front of them.
I hope you're right. Oh, and speaking of things paying off, did you see Daniel's presentation earlier today?
The one where he was showing off the new system?
Showing off is exactly the right phrase. Like he was really showing off, wasn't he?
I mean, to be fair, the system does show off his work pretty well. Like it genuinely highlights everything he's built.
That's true. I just wish he'd turn off the competitive energy for 5 minutes.
Turn off the competitive energy.
Like there's a switch somewhere and he refuses to turn it off.
Some people just never can turn it off. And honestly, it turns me off a little when people are like that.
Same. Like confidence is one thing, but when it becomes constant showing off, it just turns people off.
Completely. Okay, what about the project you dropped off at the client's office this morning? Did they receive it okay?
They did. I dropped it off at 9 and they confirmed by 11. So that at least went smoothly.
See, something paid off today.
True. A small thing, but true. Okay, can we just drop off this whole topic and talk about something more cheerful?
Absolutely. Consider the topic officially called off.
Thank you.
And there it is, all 6 expressions woven naturally into one conversation.
Did you catch them all?
Called it off, canceled the dinner. Cut off mid-phone call, connection interrupted. Internet got cut off, access removed suddenly. Cut off from all communication, completely isolated.
Will pay off eventually. Effort will produce result. Showing off the new system, displaying it boastfully. Shows off his work, presents it to its advantage. Turn off the competitive energy, stop it.
Turns me off, removes my interest. Turns people off, repels people. Dropped off at the office, delivered and departed. Drop off this whole topic, let it go, leave it behind.
Called off. Officially canceled. All 6 expressions used naturally multiple times in one real conversation.
Okay, quick quiz time.
Let's go.
Listeners, fill in the blank with the right expression. Ready?
Sentence 1. The outdoor concert was blank blank because of the storm.
Called off. The concert was called off. Canceled. stopped, separated from the plan.
Sentence 2, please blank 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 all the lights before you leave.
Turn off all the lights, stop them operating, remove the power.
Sentence 3, she blank 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 her loan after 5 years of monthly payments.
Paid off. She paid off her loan, completed the payment, cleared the debt.
Sentence 4, I was in the middle of explaining and he just blank blank blank.
Cut me off. He cut me off, interrupted, separated me from what I was saying.
Sentence 5, can you blank 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 these boxes at the warehouse on your way home?
Drop off. Drop off these boxes. Deliver and depart.
Sentence 6, she was constantly blank 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 her new apartment to anyone who visited.
Showing off her apartment, displaying it, drawing attention.
Sentence 7, all the hard work I put in last year is really starting to
Blank blank. Pay off, starting to pay off. The effort is producing results, completing into reward.
Sentence 8, the remote village was completely blank 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 after the floods.
Cut off, completely cut off, isolated, separated from everything around it.
Sentence 9, that arrogant attitude of his really blank 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 me.
Turns me off. His attitude turns me off, removes my interest, repels me.
And last one, sentence 10, the deal was almost finalized, but then they decided to blank blank blank.
Call it off. They decided to call it off. Cancel it. Stop pursuing it. Separate from the plan.
Listeners, how did you do? Drop your answers in the comments.
We read every single one. And if you got all 10, you've really understood the off pattern. That's worth celebrating. Okay, before we recap, let's just remind ourselves of the pattern that connects all 6 of these expressions.
Off gives the idea of separating, stopping, removing, or completing something. And once you feel that pattern, you'll see it everywhere.
Call off. Cancel something planned. Stop it. Separate from the plan. Works for meetings, events, weddings, searches, and deals.
Turn off. Stop something from operating, or remove someone's interest. The off is stopping the flow of power or enthusiasm.
Drop off. Deliver and depart, or decrease gradually, or fall asleep. The off is the separation from a place, a level, or consciousness.
Pay off. Complete a payment or produce results from effort. The off is the completion, the clearing, the finishing.
Cut off. Physically separate by cutting. Interrupt someone. Lose a connection. Isolate someone, or stop financial support. The off is always about an abrupt separation.
Show off. Display something to draw attention, or present something beautifully. The off is about removing the cover and letting something be seen.
6 expressions.
1 powerful pattern.
And now you'll see that pattern every time you encounter an off phrasal verb. That's what we love about this kind of episode. Like, you don't just learn 6 phrases, you learn a key that unlocks dozens more.
Okay, before we go, your challenge this week.
Pick 2 of today's 6 expressions.
Just 2.
And use them in a real conversation today.
Tell someone a plan got called off.
Or tell someone their hard work will pay off.
Or describe something that cut you off this week.
Drop it in the comments. We love reading them, every single one.
If today helped you, hit that like button.
And subscribe if you haven't already.
New episodes every week. Real English, real conversations.
Share this with someone learning English.
It really does make a difference.
This has been Business English Desk. I'm Laura.
And I'm Jamie, and we'll see you in the next one.
Don't call off your English practice.
Turn off the excuses.
Pay off the effort you've already put in.
And never stop showing off what you've learned.
Bye.
Bye.